this you see right here is our little house that we have stayed in for the past 2 years. It was a sudden move, and so it was a matter of someone finding us a place within a day, and so we ended up staying for 2 years, and now we are coming to the end of that stay. We are feeling that we are needing more space, especially with a toddler who gets into everything, and struggling with space is definitely an issue. And so yes, so this is where we have stayed for the past 2 years, and some of the reasons why we are now house hunting for a slightly bigger space here in Lesotho.
This is our passage and our general storage area. We've put shelves wherever we can, and we store many things here out in the open. And this here is our bedroom, which we currently share with our little Micah, and we're really looking forward to not having to share a room with him. He's a lot of fun, but not at night. He wakes up often, and he knows he can see us, so he calls for us very easily, and well, it's just not that easy to ignore him when he's right there. And of course, if he had his own space, would be much more child friendly.
That is reason number one, I think, why we are currently house hunting, so that we have a space that is separate, so that we all get a better night's sleep, so we can all be productive in the daytime.
And then the bathroom is over here. We built the shower so that we would be able to shower more quickly, more easily. Before that, it was quite a mission. We had to boil water and put it in a bucket and use a camp shower pump and all that. It was fun, but it was time consuming.
We have been, for the last 2 years, been using toilets of a very DIY nature. This is a camping toilet that we bought on special in Durban at one point, and this is literally a bucket with a frame that we use with sawdust, and both of these have to remove them on a weekly basis, half-weekly basis, so it's a lot of work. And of course, you don't want everyone seeing what you're emptying out, because this is an unusual situation. Most people here have an outdoor toilet, and they're happy with that. But for us Durbanites who are accustomed to a toilet indoors, we had to make a plan. And so yes, to throw out things, Ernest will wake up very early in the morning before the sun is out, so that no one sees what is being disposed of, and everything is cleaned and all that before the sun comes up. And then this is our kitchen, where we spend most of the time, because we don't have a lounge, this is our everything combined. So the cooking gets done here, as well as all the preparation for the day, Bible studies, and got some of our craft things all mixed up here, some pots and beadwork, and everything just happens in this main room, which is tricky when the baby wakes up and suddenly we have some things that could be potential choking hazards that we have to quickly scramble and clean up, just so that nothing accidentally falls on the floor and gets picked up and eaten. So yes, so that is one of the reasons also we're looking for a bigger space where we can have some things that are not friendly for babies in a separate room, and then have baby stuff where it is completely safe in another room and he's free to do what he wants.
And perhaps another more important reason is that the roof is not well built, and there are many leaks on it. And with the ceiling having been put on, it's even more difficult to see where the water is coming from. And we are currently having a mold problem, particularly in the shower, because there is a lot of water that comes down when we have a downpour of like 30 minutes, we're having to put buckets underneath, and then we start seeing the ceiling getting wet and mold starting to form. So that is a significant health concern. So that is why we're currently looking for another house. Well, looking for a house in Lesotho is quite a time-consuming exercise. You have to go to the place and just drive around and ask people. We stop at the houses where the door is slightly open, which means that the people are there. And then we ask, and often they don't know. Most of the people don't know anything. They just say, no, we don't know whether there's a house that is for rent. And maybe after 4 or 5 people we get some information that will point us to another home where we can ask, and we just keep on doing that until maybe at some point we'll find a place for rent. So we're going now to see another house that a friend of ours found out about. Apparently the owner doesn't live here. They just come and visit every now and then. So we may be able to rent it out, but we're just going to see what is there, whether there is water, there's electricity, there's enough rooms, and if the way to the home is okay for us to drive with our low car. And we are almost there. So this is one of the houses that a friend of ours has found. It may be available for rent. It seems like it has many rooms, and yeah, we will contact the owner to find out how much it would cost. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to make it more convenient to live there. For example, the water, we'll have to plumb water in, maybe get a tank, and fix the fence around the place. But all in all, it's nice and big, but we'll pray about it and hear from the owner, and we'll take it from there. So I've been searching for a house from the morning. Now it's lunchtime, and we stopped at the petrol station. We've got some maquinya, just a soft doughy thing, deep fried in oil. Tasty. So this is one of the places where we are hoping, well, really the place we're hoping to find accommodation. It is very full. I mean, they say that people don't really move out of here often, but we've just submitted another application here, and we're really hoping that this is a place where we'll find the house, because it is much more secure than any other place we've seen, and it seems to have been made with rentals in mind. So there's it would be a hassle-free rental place. Finding a home to rent here in Lesotho has been very difficult, because we're having to go from home to home, asking if that home is for rent, and then asking whether the people know of any other properties that may be for rent. Because there isn't any estate agent in our town, or any place where properties for sale or rent are listed. Also, here in Lesotho, many people just live in a one-room place. So there are many of those that are for rent. For example, just up there, there's maybe 18 rooms, and just behind our home here, there is more, two more different properties that are made like that. Just a single room where people, any number of people actually, sometimes a whole family is living in that room. So that's the property that is mostly available for rent here. And we are looking for a home, and so that has been much more difficult to find. But there is a place here in Butabute where there are homes for rent, but the people who stay there really like it there, so they don't move very much. And we were told that we have to submit an application, which is valid for only the month in which it was submitted. So every month we'll have to put in an application for a home in that place. So we have our sights set on that, partly because it seems most ideal. And then we are looking around still in other villages close by, because we still want to continue the ministry in this particular village. We don't feel that we are done yet, so we're looking for a place to stay, but not too far from where we are right now.